And for like a lot of boss cycles and stuff, you have to do it. Otherwise, you'll just miss it. And nice, I got the S rank. If I get an S rank on the first 2 missions, that means I can buy Stinger for mission 3. It's not super huge, but it does save time. Wow, that was a good save. Yeah, it's a very input-heavy game. So right there, I did a perfect block. You saw the big shiny, and it went ting. Yeah, that's me doing a perfect block. Nice. Hey, Felix Franco, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Nice, I messed up. Yeah, but yeah, you can block everything in this game, basically. Even explosions like that. So a lot of the run is just getting creative with Railguard. Yeah, this has been ran at GDQ like one time, like a long ass time ago. But the run was fucking terrible. Like nothing even similar to this at all, and like way longer than even my runs. And I'm not even good at this game. I'd love to see it there again, but like actually ran by someone that knows how to do it. That'd be sick. Yeah, definitely not getting an S rank on this mission. I'm not good enough to submit it. Like I wouldn't even submit this run because I'm not good enough at it. I'd be too embarrassed to die like 50 times on a boss. I didn't get the S rank there, so no Stinger for this mission. Which means my movement's going to be a little slow, but it's whatever. So I said you use Railguard to cancel animations. And you're going to see me abuse the shit out of that here. Especially with the shotgun. You can have like insane DPS by canceling the recovery animation of the shotgun. So you can shoot it really fast. At this point, that's the highest DPS thing you can do. Nice. So right at the end there, you saw that the door was attacking me. The doors with the red on them attack you in this game. And we actually use that a couple times to pin enemies to it and then parry the doors to do a bunch of damage. It's not like super necessary, but it's a cool little thing. Alright, now I'm gonna buy Stinger, because I can actually afford it now. And we use this for movement all the time, because it's just the fastest way to move. Now this is the first boss, Cerberus. One of the hardest bosses in the game, especially since when you get here, like, you really have nothing. And you just gotta pray that he falls over. Please fall over. Thank you. Good RNG. All 3 of his heads have different attack patterns that they can do. Some are like worse than others. The one that's on now isn't too bad. This head's the worst, but since we're in a second phase, it's not too bad. But you can die here really easy. Okay, this is a decent head to have left. That's a good fight. Hey Spirit, how you doing? So we just got our second weapon of the game. Cerberus' nunchucks. We don't really use them for very long because we get a better weapon in mission 5, at the end of mission 5. But we do use them a little bit for something called switch canceling. It works exactly the same way as guard canceling does. It just cancels the animation, letting you do another one faster. But instead of canceling it with a guard, you cancel it by attacking with the other weapon. And obviously that would do more damage because you do another attack. But it's a bit different timing. I'm doing good, Spirit. How are you? Come on, sir. Like 90% of this game is just killing enemies fast and then going to a door. But this game has like really interesting boss fights, and the execution is really hard. So that's what makes it really fun as a speedrun, basically. My favorite game to speedrun? Probably Resident Evil 4, to be honest, at the moment. Because I'm actually kind of good at that game. Yeah, you saw there I used the door to get a gold release and do a shit ton of damage. It's pretty fast. Jesus, please don't die. So normally I would use the release to kill these enemies, but I need it for this boss fight that's coming up. Otherwise I won't be able to one-cycle it or two-cycle it. It's kind of RNG whether you want to two-cycle it, but I definitely wouldn't be able to do it at all if I didn't have the release. And this is like the start of building up release for boss fights and then using it at optimal moments. Yeah, I didn't get the one cycle, but because he didn't do the orbs, but it wasn't a super bad fight. It's got a really good two cycle though. That was a very nice two-cycle. So you hit the orbs back, and they go through all his hitboxes and do a shit ton of damage. But on the first phase, sometimes he just doesn't do it. Like, on the first phase that time, he only shot one orb, I think, or one set of orbs. So it's just not possible to one-cycle him. Which is shitty. It's like one of the only RNG things in the whole run though, so it's not super bad, especially since it's at the beginning. Enjoy your lurk there, Keto. Oh, good RNG. So I guess I didn't mention it before, but the blocking is also kind of tight on the frames. It's not like 3 frames or anything, but it's like pretty tight. Yeah, this is perfect RNG. But that sounds like really hard. It's actually a lot easier than that if you roll or jump into it. Since we only have level 1, you can't jump into it, unfortunately, but you can roll into a guard. And basically what that does is the invincibility frames from your roll put you into the middle of the attack frames of the enemy, and then your block comes out on the first frame, which means that if you roll or jump into an attack and then block, it's like way easier to hit the block. And we do that, the same thing works with releases. Just to make sure it's like way safer, we do that all the time. It depends on the attack, obviously, because sometimes you can't roll, otherwise you'll just straight up whiff the dodge. You'll like dodge it too well and not be able to get the release off of it. But it's good. It's better than dying, that's for sure. No, sir. Thank you. Favorite weapon? Beowulf, probably. I really like Beowulf. Hey, Arcole. How you doing, man? What's your favorite weapon? I mean, they're all pretty great. If I do say so myself. I don't think any of them are like totally useless. I think my least favorite to use is probably Severus, though. Hey Harsh, how you doing? Yup. Severus is your fave? I can see it. I just don't think it's that good unless you're using Sword Master, and I mostly just use Royal Guard. Well, Rebellion is the GOAT. Oh, what? I failed the elevator. Okay. I've never had that happen in the run before. Omega lol. Nice. Well, now I can play it safe. I have orbs. I was trying to kill them with style so that I can get more orbs. So I can be safer later. But now I can just focus on knocking them off. There we go. Yeah, it's always fun finding out what they're best for. Severus is fun though. Like, don't get me wrong. I love all the weapons in the game. They're pretty great. Navon's pretty hard to use, but once you find a way to use it, it's really fun. What? Oh, I got so cocked. Oh, so fucking cocked. Damn it. Fuck no. Playing this game on keyboard is a mess. Okay, that was a good fight. Basically, that fight, what you have to do is, if you parry their attacks twice in a row, then their sword flies into the air, and they can't attack you, right? So you do a bunch of DPS. So what you do is you basically just use your royal release early on purpose, so you take a little bit of damage, but it parries them, and then you just shotgun cancel them. If you kill one before the other, they'll actually combine, and you're just totally fucked then. There's no fast way to kill the combined version, and it's like a 20-second unskippable cutscene. Dude, I cannot play on keyboard and mouse. It's such a clusterfuck. What's the puzzle? Oh. I knew it, dude. I can never remember if it's forwards or backwards in time. I know the solution, I just can't remember which direction. Yeah, it's 4, 2, 3. Not 2, 3, 4. Stupid. Nah, dude, keyboard is a fucking clusterfuck. It feels way better on the controller for me. I mean, if you have fun on keyboard, like, more power to you, but I can't do it. I've tried. Especially since the original PC port has no controller support. I've definitely tried. Damn it. Go! Well, I mean, there you go. If you can play well on a keyboard though, like that's cool, man. Nothing wrong with that. I just can't fucking do it. It's too much for me. My small brain can't handle. Alright, so now the hardest mission in the game, IMO. Mission 7.
Dude, show's over. Make sure to follow Trent Salma if you enjoyed. See you next time.